He's most focused on is Clayton homes. These are the modular manufactured homes, and this has been a weak spot for the Berkshire Hathaway family. I had an opportunity to walk through what they're selling here at Clayton Homes with the head of the company, Kevin Clayton. The house you have on display here, Kevin, is what, about $128,000. What does that work out to per square foot?
It's well under $100 a square foot, including your land and everything. So you pick out how we're very different. Because we're scattered sites. When you pick out land anywhere you want to live, we're going to install the home. You'll be living in it in just a few months.
Aside from NetJets, this is probably one of the most expensive items on sale
I think so. There's some trains out back from Burlington that are pretty nice.
Do you expect to sell any of these?
We absolutely will.
This is weekend today?
Yes, definitely. This home is something that most families would love to do. I mean, it's just a perfect size, perfect floor plan. And like you probably know, I mean, people are downsizing a little bit. They want the most efficient use of space. So by building this, I mean, we have an advantage. We start with the most environmentally friendly building method that exists. We build it enclosed, inside a home building facility. So I'll show you out back. There's less than 2 trash cans, probably less trash than you use in a week. It ends up in scrap and waste after this.
Well, it is more energy efficient, certainly, but how do you sell people on the idea of a modular manufactured home? I mean, it certainly doesn't feel like a trailer home or anything like that. It's unbelievable. But how do you do that?
Well, it's a home. Now, Liz, this is very different. This is built to your local codes where you want to live.
Right.
And then, again, you're going to be living in it in just a few months. It uses exactly the same kind of high-quality materials. People want smaller, but they want smart space. They want their lifestyle incorporated, but they want high-quality items in the home. And that's what we're able to do with the purchasing power.
The skinny eye here is that it's very tough to get a mortgage for a modular home. So it's one thing to say, I want the house, it's not that expensive. It's another if you can't get the mortgage, Kevin.
Well, manufactured housing is a little more difficult to get financing on. A modular home is a home. So banks are going to finance this exactly like any home that's out there. The energy costs, remember last year we went through the Clayton house.
Sure.
That was cutting edge, and we've taken a lot of that design and the energy efficiency learning from that, incorporated it into our housing. So we've got a whole lineup now of these homes that are built to your local codes, everything from 2-story now, that with land costs only in the $70 square foot range. So it's just amazing. I mean, it's higher quality, it's more green, and it's sooner availability.
Well, we just talked to Warren Buffett, who said, you only build to order, in essence, so you're not stuck with gigantic inventory. Here's the bedroom, by the way. So you're not stuck with this huge inventory, but that said, as I understand it, your numbers dropped back in 1999. You had, what, about 382,000 units, now down to 60,000 and 2,000?
As an industry, that's right.
What do you stand at now?
Just a couple of years ago, we built 30,000 homes annually. We dropped down to about 20,000.
At the height of the crisis.
That's right. The good news is the last few months, I mean, orders and approvals are up significantly, and people are getting back to work. Maybe not at the number of hours that they're wanting, but people are ready to, get back out and find a home, and this is going to be, again, most environmentally friendly. You're going to get more for your money.
Yeah.
When you buy this.
Speaking of which, look in the bathroom. In New York City, your bathroom will be 1/3 the size of this. And look at the closet. So this price is all inclusive as it pertains to the land as well?
It is. We've got a $20,000 assumed lot cost in here, and you go online and customize it how you want it. Mm-hmm. Pick out the colors, everything, living in it in just a few months. So I've got to show you the scrap and waste that's left over. So we build everything indoors. It's absolute precision. And so in these 2 trash containers is every bit of the scrap and waste that's left over after building
the house. Just 2 containers?
That's it. And so, first of all, we build the home we bring the home to your site, put it in place with a crane. And so we're not hurting the land and everything. So you're again, the construction site is just way down.
It's affordable. It looks great. It is obviously a bit greener, certainly. But the question is, what are your default and delinquency rates for owners at this point?
They've come down dramatically over the last couple of months, and that's year over year. So I'm very pleased to see that.
How often
people are telling us they're getting back to work.
How often did Warren weigh in during the height of the crisis, where you in particular suffered at this particular Berkshire company?
He was, Warren's wonderful to work for him because he's always bragging on you. And our delinquency did come up some, but it was about half of what site-built delinquency got to. So our method of making sure we put people in the right home and that they can afford their bills is absolutely the way to do it. Discipline.
I want to let you know something. Clayton Homes came to Warren Buffett's radar because University of Tennessee's business school brought it to him as a case study of a really smart business. He looked at this case study, he checked it out, he bought